All right, let's change up the color, boys. So I'm feeling like a bit yellow today. Cool. All right. So in this video, I want to share a story from primary school, and it's taught me a very powerful lesson on life and why those random tasks your teacher gets you to do back in like primary school actually have some meaning. So what happened was back in year 5, our teacher got us to do this task, which was meant to help us become better at following instructions. And so here's what I mean. Like our teacher gave us a sheet of paper, and on that piece of paper there were around 24 instructions. And we had to basically follow all those instructions. That was the task. And so I looked at the piece of paper. The first instruction was read all the instructions, and then so on. And then the second instruction was write your name on the top left. Third instruction, write a circle in the corner, and so on and so on. They were just like these tiny tasks. And so I got to it. I started going through the instructions one by one. So I went through 1, then I went through 2, then I went through 3. And when I reached around halfway, there was an instruction which said, yell out your name as loud as possible. And when I saw the instruction, I was like, wait, am I tripping? Like, the entire classroom was dead quiet. And I thought I just had to follow the instructions, like, but I couldn't hear anyone else yelling their names. But I just thought maybe I was just quicker than everyone else. They haven't gotten up to that stage, so I guess I'm all good. And so I did exactly what you may think I did. I yelled my name out as loud as possible. And not only did that scare the shit out of everyone in front of me, the teacher got so pissed off, she told me to leave the classroom. And I got scared, because this is the first time a teacher like told me to get out of the classroom. I was like, no, I was just following the instructions. And so I like pointed to the piece of paper. I was like, I was just doing what you told me to. And then when she looked at me in that moment, it was just like a face of like disappointment. And then she literally did not say anything. So she just sat back at her desk, and I was like very confused. I was like, why? What, like, did I do anything wrong? I was just following the instructions. Like surely everyone else is going to do it as well. And shortly after, another of my friend just yelled at the top of his lungs what his name is. But again, the teacher didn't react. So that was a bit strange. I was like, why do you react to me yelling my name out, but not him? Like, it's a bit racist. But that's when I kind of just asked around. And one of my friends told me to just read the instructions a bit more clearer. Just read it again. And so, okay, I opened the sheet. I looked at the first instruction. Read all the instructions. Okay, I'll read all the instructions. And so I read all of them. And I thought I read all of them the first time. But what actually happened is I skipped the last instruction. And the last instruction was, ignore all the above instructions and just write your name. And that was it. So there was literally a group of people that already finished the task just by writing their name on the paper and just left it there. That was all that was required. But I actually went through all the different steps, all the instructions, including yelling my name out, because I thought that's what I had to do. And so I just felt like so dumb in that moment. And it taught me to always read everything before committing to anything. It's kind of like reading all the terms and conditions. Obviously, I don't do that, but I guess you probably should. But the actual takeaway I want to really mention, and this is the main takeaway from this story that I got, was that oftentimes in life, it's very important to see the full picture of something. There's many instances in my life where I just made a decision based on very limited information that I had. And if I knew more, then I would have made a much better decision in that stage. And I'm sure you can probably think of similar things in your life as well. For example, it may be picking a course. For example, deciding to go down medicine or engineering or law. For me, it was going down medicine. If I knew some of the things I know now, it would have definitely changed how I decided on which career path I would choose. So that's that. Getting into relationships or other things in life. Finding purposeful work. Deciding which business model you want to choose. And regardless of which decision you want to make, it's always important to get as much information as possible. So you don't want to be the person that just reads one instruction, reads one person's point of view, and then just goes with that decision. That's not a wise thing, because you end up like me, just yelling in the middle of the class for absolutely no reason. And instead, you want to be the person that reads through all the instructions first, skims everything quickly to get a rough gauge of what the big picture is. Because then you'll be able to make much more informed decisions. And you also won't get kicked out of your classroom. So that's the lesson from today. Always read the terms and conditions. And that way, you'll be able to make much better decisions and live a much happier life.